The ones I have chosen, pay close attention to this message because a major transition connected to your career and daily work is drawing near. It will arrive unexpectedly, and when it does, it may completely interrupt the routine you have become comfortable living in. What is coming is much greater than anything you currently expect. I am speaking clearly to your spirit, because this moment carries importance. If you dismiss what is happening, you may overlook an opportunity tied to the very breakthrough you have prayed about privately for so long. The movement taking place in your professional life is not accidental. It is not chaos, and it is not punishment. It is divine direction leading you away from limitation and toward the purpose that has been waiting for you. For a long time you have been asking for advancement, deeper meaning, and expansion in your life. You have asked for increase and for doors that lead somewhere greater. Now the response is arriving, but it may not appear in the form you imagined. It may come suddenly. It may challenge your comfort. It may even force you to stretch beyond what feels familiar. Yet this process is necessary for the future, being prepared through you. Pay attention because understanding this season will guard your heart and keep your mind steady. Type Amen if you receive this message. What appears unstable right now is actually divine repositioning. What feels like interruption is preparation taking place beneath the surface. Nothing about this shift is hidden from me. I already know every detail surrounding your future. I have seen the boundaries of your current environment, and I know it cannot support the level I am calling you toward. That is why change is taking place. I am not moving you to damage you. I am moving you so you can grow beyond the limits that have surrounded you. You may keep telling yourself that you are not prepared enough for what is ahead. But preparation is not the thing I am asking from you at this moment. I am asking for trust. In the coming season, something unexpected connected to your work will unfold. It could appear through a different position, a sudden invitation, or circumstances that require you to leave behind what once felt stable. Whatever form it takes, it will not mirror the plan you carefully created in your mind. It may even challenge the sense of security you relied upon. Still, understand this clearly. The path opening before you leads to something far greater than the place you are struggling to hold on to now. Take a second and press like on this video as an act of faith, because your spirit needs to fully receive what is happening. The place you currently stand in served its purpose. It taught you lessons, shaped your endurance, and developed wisdom inside you. But it was never designed to contain you forever. That chapter has reached completion, and now a new season is calling your name. If you resist this movement, frustration will continue to increase inside you, because your spirit already recognizes that the time for transition has arrived. But if you move forward, despite uncertainty, you will witness doors opening that once seemed impossible. Type 11:1 if you believe. Do not mistake comfort for destiny. Comfort can feel peaceful while secretly keeping you confined. Purpose stretches you beyond what feels easy. Purpose challenges you to rise higher than your current thinking. At times it may even make you question your own ability. But purpose always carries growth attached to it. I did not create you to remain hidden in a small place when there is something larger prepared for your life. I am not guiding you into disorder. I am leading you toward expansion. You have already sensed this change internally before anything visible appeared around you. There has been an inner stirring, a feeling you could not fully explain. Part of you already knows something is shifting. That sensation is not fear, it is spiritual awareness. Your spirit recognizes that the current season is ending and another one is beginning. Do not ignore what you feel deep within. Do not silence it, and do not run back toward familiarity simply because uncertainty makes you uncomfortable. When this transition arrives, your first response may involve fear and hesitation. You may wonder if you truly have what it takes. Questions may rise inside your thoughts, asking whether you are capable enough or whether stepping forward would be a mistake. Hear this clearly, you will not walk through this alone. I go ahead of you before each step is taken. I remain beside you through every challenge, and I will sustain you throughout the entire process. What I begin in your life, I also finish. The place you are being led into will demand more from you, but it will also awaken more within you. Your confidence will grow stronger. Your skills will sharpen. Abilities hidden inside you will begin to reveal themselves. You will discover strength you did not know you carried. Later you will look back and realize you were always capable of walking at this level. You simply needed the right environment for your potential to emerge. Not everyone around you will understand this transformation. Some people may question your decisions. Others may speak doubt over your future. A few individuals may even attempt to discourage you from moving forward. Do not allow their opinions to overpower my voice. I am the one directing your path, and I know exactly where it leads. This shift is connected to blessing and alignment. It is not merely about employment or financial increase. It is about positioning your life correctly so the next level can unfold. In the place I am bringing you toward, there are relationships, opportunities, and breakthroughs that were inaccessible in your previous environment. What seems like a simple career transition now will later reveal itself as a complete transformation in your life. I am not taking you away from something valuable only to leave you with something less. I am leading you away from restriction and into abundance. Even when uncertainty surrounds the beginning of this process, trust that the path has already been prepared ahead of you. Provision is waiting there. Growth is waiting there. Influence is waiting there. There is a level of impact connected to your future that you have not yet experienced. You have remained faithful in smaller responsibilities, and now greater responsibilities are approaching. This is not the season to retreat backward in fear. This is the season to advance forward with courage. You are chosen, and this transition is tied directly to your calling. You are not being cast aside. You are being elevated. In the days ahead, watch carefully what unfolds around you. Pay attention to opportunities being presented before you, and do not reject something simply because it feels unfamiliar. Often the unfamiliar place is exactly where your next level begins. Growth frequently hides behind doors you once avoided because they felt uncomfortable. I am not demanding that you understand every detail immediately. I am asking you to trust me one step at a time. Each step of obedience will reveal the next direction. You will not be abandoned without guidance, and you will not move through this season without support. At first, you may not understand why events unfolded in this particular way. You may even question why certain changes had to happen. But I can already see beyond what your eyes currently understand. I know the complete path ahead, and I am guiding you toward a place where your purpose can expand freely without limitation. Deep inside you, there has always been a desire for more. You have sensed it during quiet moments when certain ideas stirred your heart. You have felt it whenever you realized your current surroundings could no longer contain everything living within you. That feeling is not confusion. It is clarity beginning to rise. It is truth revealing that you were never meant to remain where you started, and now the moment has arrived for that truth to become visible. Type 1010 if you trust God. You may feel as though life is forcing you away from something, but in reality, you are being drawn towards something greater. There is a difference between rejection and direction. I am not rejecting you. I am redirecting you. I am leading you away from what has completed its assignment and guiding you closer to what has already been prepared for your future. This transition will require you to release familiar routines. Some habits and environments that once felt comfortable will no longer fit the person you are becoming. That is where faith becomes real. Faith is not remaining where everything feels predictable. Faith is moving forward even before every answer becomes visible. Everything you endured in previous seasons has been preparing you for this exact moment. Every disappointment, every delay, every painful experience where you felt ignored or overlooked has shaped your strength for what is coming next. None of those experiences were wasted. Every lesson increased your capacity, so you could carry the weight of your future. There will come a point when you realize the old environment can no longer contain who you are becoming. You will sense it deeply inside yourself. When that realization becomes clear, do not hesitate. Do not allow fear to trap you inside a place you have already outgrown. Remaining in the wrong environment will only create frustration and exhaustion, while stepping into the new will release expansion and growth. Type 22 to receive blessings. Some people listening to this will encounter an unexpected opportunity. It may arrive quickly and demand a decision sooner than you anticipated. Others may face circumstances that remove the option of staying where they currently are. Regardless of how the transition begins, the outcome remains the same. You are being aligned with your next assignment. Do not judge this shift based on whether it feels easy. Instead, measure it by the peace and alignment you sense within your spirit. Sometimes the correct path feels difficult because it stretches you beyond your present limitations. That stretching is not destruction. It is growth increasing your ability to handle what is about to enter your life. There will also be moments when doubt attempts to invade your thinking. You may question your abilities, or wonder whether you are making the correct choice. When those thoughts appear, refuse to give them authority over your mind. Bring your attention back to me. I am the one leading you, and I do not guide you into failure. I guide you toward purpose, provision, and fulfillment, so your life can reflect everything I placed within you from the beginning. You are not entering this season empty-handed. You carry wisdom built through experience. You carry strength formed through struggle. You carry endurance developed during difficult seasons, when you believed you might not survive. All those things will now begin working in your favor. The new environment ahead of you will require a different version of yourself. You will need to think larger, move with greater confidence, and accept responsibilities that once intimidated you. Initially, you may feel unqualified. But hear this again. Perfection is not the requirement. Willingness is what opens the door. There are people waiting in this next season who will recognize your value immediately. They will appreciate gifts others ignored. They will notice strengths previous environments overlooked. This is part of the repositioning taking place. I am moving you into spaces where your abilities can finally be seen, developed, and rewarded properly. Do not carry fear into this new chapter. Fear will try to convince you to retreat into safety, overanalyze every step, and cling tightly to what feels familiar. But a life built only around safety will never lead you into the fullness prepared for you. You were not created to stay small. You were created to grow, influence, and walk boldly in purpose. As this transition continues unfolding, remain connected to me. Make room for stillness. Listen carefully for direction. Allow peace to guide your choices instead of panic. You do not need to rush through confusion. You can move forward with confidence because I am directing every step you take. There will be moments when pressure increases, and life feels as though it is moving faster than expected. During those moments, remember that I am still present. I have not left your side. I am working behind the scenes, arranging details beyond your control, and bringing everything together in the correct timing. Your obedience during this season will unlock what has been waiting for you. Every step taken in trust will reveal another opportunity. Every moment you choose faith over fear will strengthen the road ahead. Eventually, you will begin seeing how every change connected together to guide you towards something far greater than you imagined. The road in front of you is not designed to confuse you. It is designed to transform you. It will lead you out of what feels familiar and into possibilities you could never reach by remaining where you are. Growth will challenge you, but it will also reward you with opportunities, experiences, and blessings beyond your current understanding. You are not alone while walking through this process. I am with you in every choice, every transition, and every uncertain moment. When confusion attempts to rise, remember that I am guiding and protecting you while preparing you for what lies ahead. Trust this process even when you cannot fully understand it, because the shift has already begun. What is approaching will transform the way you see yourself. It will change what you believe is possible for your life. You will discover that you are capable of far more than you once imagined. I am not removing something from your life without reason. I am creating room for something greater to enter. There may be a season where everything feels unfamiliar. Daily routines will change. Expectations around you may increase. Life may begin moving faster than before. During that period, do not mistake discomfort for failure. Discomfort is often evidence that growth is taking place. It is the feeling of expanding beyond former limits. Type 7777 if you trust in Jesus. You are stepping into spaces where your voice will carry greater influence. You will be called to lead, speak, and act with courage. There will be moments when people pay closer attention to your actions and decisions. That responsibility is not meant to crush you. It reflects the trust being placed upon your life. The transition ahead will not only transform your career, it will transform your identity. You will begin seeing yourself differently. Confidence will replace hesitation. Vision will replace limitation. Strength will replace fear. And through every part of this journey, you will realize that the shift you once feared was actually the doorway leading you into the life you were always meant to walk in. The abilities that have been resting quietly inside you are about to become visible in ways you never expected. You are entering a period where hidden talents, deep resilience, and inner confidence will begin rising to the surface. What has been developing within you for years is no longer meant to stay unnoticed. This is the revealing of everything that was planted inside your spirit long ago. Do not measure your progress against the lives of other people. Your story was never designed to follow someone else's timeline. The road before you was created specifically for you, and every delay, every redirection, and every unexpected moment has carried purpose. Some individuals around you may not understand why your mindset is changing or why you are moving toward unfamiliar opportunities. They may question your choices because they cannot see what is being prepared ahead of you. Do not depend on outside validation to continue forward. What I am showing you is enough to guide you. Type 555 to affirm. There will be seasons during this transition where you feel stretched mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. At times it may seem like more responsibility is being placed upon you than you can possibly manage. But you must remember that you are not being asked to carry this future through your own power alone. Strength is being built inside you while you continue moving forward. Your capacity is increasing with every challenge you overcome. What currently feels uncomfortable will eventually become normal as you adapt to the level you are entering. Much of your preparation happened through moments you once considered painful or unnecessary. The obstacles you faced were not meaningless interruptions. They were developing endurance within you. They were teaching you how to stay steady in uncertain circumstances, and how to remain standing when pressure tried to break your focus. Now those same experiences are becoming tools that will work in your favor. As this transformation continues unfolding, the biggest changes will not only happen around you, but deep within you. Your perspective will begin to expand. Areas where you once saw limitation will suddenly reveal opportunity. Situations that once intimidated you will no longer hold the same power over your mind. You are stepping into a season of sharper understanding, stronger confidence, and clearer direction. This is what happens when your life begins aligning with the purpose prepared for you from the start. Very soon, opportunities will begin appearing without long periods of waiting. Certain doors will open rapidly. Conversations, connections, and possibilities will emerge unexpectedly. Do not become fearful because things begin changing quickly. Not every breakthrough arrives slowly. Sometimes everything shifts at once because preparation has already been happening behind the scenes for a long time. Keep your attention fixed on what truly matters. Refuse to let fear or distraction pull your focus away from the direction ahead. Doubt will always attempt to speak loudly, but you must decide which voice deserves your attention. Listen to the voice that pushes you toward growth rather than the voice that keeps you trapped in hesitation. There are also certain patterns, habits, and ways of thinking that cannot follow you into this next chapter. The mentality that helped you survive your previous season may not be strong enough for where you are going now. Growth requires change. It asks you to release familiar comfort so you can become stronger and wiser. There will be quiet moments when you reflect on how far you have already traveled. In those moments you will understand why this shift had to happen. You will recognize that remaining where you once were would have limited your future and restricted your potential. What once appeared to be disruption will later reveal itself as the exact turning point that moved your entire life in a new direction. You are not navigating this path without guidance. Every step is being directed even during moments when you cannot clearly see what is happening. The right people are being positioned around you. Certain doors are opening while others are closing for your protection. Nothing occurring in this season is accidental. Every movement carries intention. During this time, your faith will also deepen in ways you did not expect. You will learn to trust even when answers are incomplete. You will discover how to remain calm, even when the outcome is not yet visible. That trust will strengthen your spirit and create peace inside you during times of transition. The rewards connected to this new season will reach far beyond what you imagined. Growth will not only appear in your career or finances, but also within your personal life, your mindset, and your understanding of what is possible for you. New opportunities will emerge. Provision will increase in unexpected ways. You will begin viewing your future differently because your thinking is expanding beyond old limitations. Do not allow fear to control your movement forward. Fear always focuses on what could fail, but faith focuses on what is being built correctly. Keep your eyes on the future being prepared for you, rather than constantly looking back at what has already ended. As you continue progressing, there will be an inner peace confirming that you are exactly where you are supposed to be. Even during difficult moments, a quiet certainty will remain within you. That peace is guidance leading you forward. This change is not temporary. It is part of a much larger shift connected to your future. The foundation being established right now is preparing you for even greater opportunities ahead. What you are stepping into today is only the beginning of something much bigger. Continue walking forward confidently. Move ahead knowing that you are being supported, directed, and protected. The road may feel unfamiliar to you, but it has already been prepared in advance. You are entering a place where you must depend less on visible circumstances and more on spiritual understanding. There will be moments when nothing around you seems completely clear. Certain answers may not arrive immediately. You may feel as though you are stepping into territory you have never experienced before. During those moments, remember this truth. Clarity often arrives after obedience, not before it. Many times understanding comes only after you choose to move forward in faith. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. As you continue into this new environment, people will begin recognizing your value differently. You will no longer feel invisible or overlooked. Instead, your ideas, efforts, and presence will begin gaining attention in meaningful places. This recognition is not about pride or ego. It is about positioning. What has been placed inside you is meant to influence and encourage others. Your voice carries purpose, and your experiences will eventually help people who are facing battles similar to the ones you overcame. At the same time, there will be a refining process happening inside you. Certain fears, unhealthy attitudes, and limiting habits will rise to the surface so they can finally be released. This process is not meant to embarrass or condemn you. It is happening so those things no longer control your future. As you let go of them, you will notice greater peace, sharper focus, and emotional freedom entering your life. Type 1212 to claim miracles. You are being shaped into someone capable of carrying greater responsibility while still maintaining peace within. That is why steadiness is becoming important in this season. You are learning how to remain calm under pressure. You are discovering how to stay grounded even while everything around you changes rapidly. Discipline will also become essential. You will need to manage your energy, focus, and time intentionally. What once seemed optional will now become necessary. This structure is not punishment, it is preparation. It is creating stability so you can continue growing without becoming distracted or overwhelmed. There will be moments requiring quick choices and immediate action. You may not always have endless time to analyze every situation. During those moments, trust the wisdom that has been formed through your experiences. Trust what has already been built within you. You are not entering this season empty-handed. Everything you have survived has prepared you with understanding that will guide your decisions. Emotionally, there may be days when you feel deeply stretched. Change often brings hidden emotions to the surface. You may find yourself thinking more deeply about your life, your future, and your past experiences. Allow yourself to process those feelings honestly, but do not allow emotions to control your direction. Let faith remain your foundation, and allow trust to guide your actions rather than temporary feelings. The environment you are entering will require growth from you. It will challenge you to rise higher instead of remaining passive or uncertain. This pressure is not arriving to destroy you. It is revealing the strength already living inside you. People around you will begin noticing this difference. They will observe changes in your confidence, your speech, and the way you respond to difficult situations. Some individuals will feel inspired by your growth, while others may struggle to understand it. Continue focusing on your path, rather than trying to fit inside limitations created by other people's expectations. You will also notice certain relationships changing naturally during this season. Some connections will become stronger and healthier, while others may quietly fade away. This is not always loss. Sometimes it is alignment. The right people are being brought closer to you. People who support your growth and understand the direction your life is moving toward. Along the journey, there will be moments of confirmation. Unexpected blessings, sudden opportunities, and small meaningful signs will remind you that you are heading in the correct direction. Pay attention to those moments because they are not random coincidences. They are reminders that you are being guided. As your mindset continues shifting, you will stop feeling like life is simply happening to you. Instead, you will begin moving with purpose and intention. Confidence will replace confusion. Clarity will replace hesitation. The difficulties you face may not completely disappear, but your ability to handle them will become much stronger. Situations that once overwhelmed you will now be approached with calmness and maturity. That strength is developing because you continued trusting through every stage of the process. Do not become impatient with your progress. Real growth takes time. Every stage carries importance. Allow yourself to move through this transition without comparing your timeline to someone else's journey. Your life is unfolding exactly the way it needs to. Consistency will begin producing visible rewards. As you continue showing up faithfully, remaining disciplined, and refusing to quit, results will appear. Those results will not only affect your work or finances,